men's basketball head coach with the John Dunn Student Athletes Squad here. Welcome. Sammy Doe following St. Peter's 77-65 victory over Siena. Coach, an opening statement, please.
I'm just really proud of our guys. It wasn't pretty there in the second half with all the fouling going on, but we hung on to win. We made some big plays when we had to. The one thing we didn't want to do is foul them and give them a lot of points at the foul line, and unfortunately that's what we did. But we feel really good, that we held on in a grind game and beat a really good team. I know they were missing one of their best players, but at the end of the day, them other seniors showed up to play. I know they haven't had success here, and I'm sure they were sick of hearing that. I thought they had really good energy as a group, and we just feel fortunate to get out with a win.
17 turnovers. Did you feel with Marquise not out there that you could do some things defensively, pressure some of the other guys, make them cough up the ball a little bit?
Yeah, our game plan wasn't going to change much regardless if he played or didn't play. We've been turning teams over the last in league play. The last 5-6 games that we've played. Chaz Patterson starts with him, Travis Weish. Our bigs are doing a really good job on ball screen defense. We're doubling the low post a little bit at different times, being aggressive. So we've been turning teams over. I think Chaz and Trevi might be up there leading the league in steals. Clearly one of their better players doesn't play, and one of their better three-point shooters. Obviously that's going to help us, but the game plan wasn't going to be any different.
Coach, how important was that to start in a game like this? You really had a lot of energy to start the game, first couple of baskets, and then before you played it's 11-2, Ogunyeme's in foul trouble, and off to the races kind of went.
Yeah, and then it's going to be a game of runs against a good team. So I thought the more we were scoring in the first half, our defense kind of subsided, and I thought we gave them a couple of easy baskets uncharacteristic of us, and I was nervous that we were going to have an emotional letdown. You have to try to keep an even keel to have success. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. I was trying to sub a lot in the first half, probably more than I would normally do, considering I thought we would have more energy at the end of this particular game, and knowing that we have another one at 2 o'clock on Saturday. So having the lead allowed me to sub more in the first half, which I thought was key, and I thought our guys were fresh down the stretch, although there were a lot of fouls, so I don't think anybody was really getting tired with all the stoppages on this one.
A huge lift off the bench, the player to your left.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he was great. Listen, it's and that's nothing to take away from his inside game, because he's got some skill inside too. But it's Q is a force for us in there, and demands a crowd, and demands some double teams. And then it's nice when you sub Sam in, and now he can step out and pick and pop a little bit and open the paint up a little bit. So it's a nice little 1-2 combo there. And then I don't mind playing these two guys together, because he can stretch the floor offensively, and against teams that play big, such as Siena, Ryder, it's easy to play them two together a little bit too.
And Quad Deer, as Coach just said, bringing Sam in, just move some bodies out of the way for you. How important is it when Sam's on the floor to take advantage of those opportunities inside when you have less bodies around?
It makes it a lot easier for me with post-ups, because he stretches the floor. He's a real consistent three-point shooter, so it allows me to get easier post-ups or duck-ins, and it just helps our offense.
Quad Deer, how important is it going to be to keep this team on a roll with another home matchup coming up in a couple days?
I think we just still have to stay hungry and just keep grinding as a team and working on defense, and then just playing with confidence on offense, and everything will plan out the right way.
Coach, are you exactly where you thought or want to be at this point in the season?
No, I didn't know. I was joking with Rob Kennedy earlier that I was driving down to the Jersey Shore with my family Labor Day weekend when the schedule came out, and when I saw the grind that we were in the middle of right now, I almost drove my family off the road. I guess I shouldn't have been looking at my phone and the schedule I was driving anyway. But no, listen, to be 3-0 in this stretch, is a real good feeling, and we just don't want to have any letdowns. Even to start, we had Iona, Manhattan, and then you're looking at Monmouth at home and at Siena, and how is those first 4 games going to start? And then when you're done with that, you have a good Quinnipiac team, and then you're going to start this 5 games and 9-day grind. But, everybody's gonna go through different stretches in the MAC this year. It's how you handle those stretches, and we just really wanted to keep our head above water through this stretch and to be 3-0. I guess we're 6-2 now in league. We feel really good, and work really hard and not have an emotional letdown come Saturday afternoon.
Talk about the play of Trevi, 9 assists today. Might not have had the points, but he contributed on the offensive end, dishing the ball out. What did he provide for you?
Yeah, man, Trevi's just really, he's coming on really, really strong. He doesn't care if he scores or gets an assist. He just wants to win, and he's the ultimate team guy. He always has been. We just ask him to make the right play, whether it's the pass or whether it's, to score. When he's playing really well, it's a great luxury for me because we can just kind of put the ball in his hands and make him make decisions. He scored a little bit, he passed it out, he got Q a little bit, tried to find Sam when he was hitting threes. So he's just making great decisions right now. I'm really proud of him. I got after him during the Quinnipiac game a little bit for not having great energy. And he told me after that game that he wasn't going to have any more letdowns with his energy, and since then, man, he's been awesome.
Any more questions? Thanks, Coach. Thanks,
Thank you.
That's it, John.